Competing in bodybuilding can affect you in many different ways, some of which are great. You become disciplined, hardworking, you learn to push yourself more than you ever thought was possible, but there are some that are not so good. You can feel lonely, low energy, or even depressed.
But of all of these, the craziest change is to your taste buds. One intense prep can change the foods that before looked disgusting into 5-star Michelin dishes. Foods that you never thought you'd eat, for some reason you just start to crave. And how do I know this? Well, just have a look at my hot sauce shelf. Something that before prep I literally wouldn't even look at, let alone have an entire shelf dedicated towards.
But by how much do your taste buds actually change?
Well, in this video I'm going to show you exactly just how weird that it gets.
But let's not skip ahead.
I've gathered some of my weirdest food cravings that I had on prep, and we're going to rank them all, giving them a rating out of 5 stars, and they will all go head to head in a battle to determine which food can be crowned the king of weird prep craving and which should have never even been thought of. Oh, no. Now, obviously on prep I was still craving those traditional things like cakes and burgers, but I think that there are enough videos out there, so we're just going to try and stick to the more obscure food cravings.
Starting with
number 1, we have a spicy peanut butter and jam sandwich topped with these jalapenos on the top. Now, this is probably one of the more creative ones on this list, especially compared to one of the later ones, which are more or less single ingredients. But oh my days, this is looking so unbelievably good. I'm just going to get straight into it. The creaminess from the peanut butter, the sweetness from the jam, the spiciness from the others. Oh my days. I can't give the first one 5 stars. 4.5 stars. That is absolutely unreal. You have to try that if you haven't.
moving spicy peanut butter and jam sandwich into the number 1 position.
Moving on to number 2, keeping along that spice train, we have some spicy popcorn. That same exact hot sauce that we had on the previous one that's absolutely taking my head off right now, we have with just some regular popcorn. Now, I was just so craving just some crunch while on prep, and this thing just sounded so good. So I'm very excited to get into this. Let's give it a try. Got a good bit of... Right, normal popcorn is, as you'd expect, very good. Right, get a little bit of kind of spiciness on here, if you can see that. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it literally is just plain popcorn with that spicy hot sauce. Nothing crazy. I'm going to give this 2.5 stars.
Moving it automatically into the 2nd position.
Number 3, I'm actually a little afraid of. We just have some straight up canned tuna. I have never in my life had this before. I've had tuna before, but the kind of sashimi tuna, the like pink stuff. Never had it where it looks like this, just straight out of the can. Smells quite intense. Little bit worried about this. I don't know why I was craving this on prep, but yeah, let's give it a try. Get a good chunk of this.
And while I'm eating this, if you made it this far into the video, make sure you hit the like and comment your weirdest cravings that you've had. And if this video does well, I'll make a second video trying the strangest ones. Okay, sorry, back at it.
That's not bad at all. And oh my days, I had a look at the macros on this. It is like pretty much 100% lean. It's so crazy. Like, if you're not into tuna and you struggle with hitting your protein, get on the tuna. I think if you mix this with stuff, probably some kind of sauces, that would take it to the next level. But just as it is, 3.5 stars, meaning this is going into our new number 2 position. Number 4, this is an absolute classic that I used to have all the time before prep, just straight up cereal mixed with protein powder. Such an ideal pre-workout meal. We've gone for some Cocoa Pops here, my absolute favorite cereal, and then I've gone with some caramel whey to top it off. Definitely had this before, very excited. Oh my days, yeah. Oh my days, that's so good. Literally ideal for your pre-workout. 4 stars easily. I'm actually not going to say that it's quite as good as that sandwich. That is like literally blown me away how good that is, but definitely easily number 2 so far.
So there we have canned tuna moving into position number 3 and protein cereal going into number 2.
Number 5, just some straight jumbo prawns. Again, I have never ever had these in my life, not even in the kind of form that they're in. I've just never had these. And again, the freaking macros on these are unbelievable. Basically 100% lean as well. Now, I am absolutely terrified of this. I don't know what it was on prep, but just these kind of new things that I just really wish that I had, that I just kind of had locked off. Definitely am not craving this right now, though. Okay, right, let's try it. Okay, it doesn't actually taste of a whole lot. The texture is quite off-putting though. I get more crunchy than you would think. Okay, I do think that, like the same with the tuna, could be very nice with some good seasonings, good toppings, but just as it is, I'm gonna give that 2 stars.
Meaning that is our first food not going to make it onto the podium, meaning that our positions are staying the same.
Number 6, we have rice cakes and cottage cheese. Now, with the rice cakes that I could find, it might actually affect this because I couldn't find just plain rice cakes. So we have 1 salt and vinegar rice cake and then 2 caramel rice cakes, topped with just some regular, normal cottage cheese. I think the caramel one is going to be quite interesting, and the salt and vinegar I really don't know about. But yeah, let's just try it. Oh, no, right. That as a combination, that is not on. Right, it's kind of nice. I really am a fan of cottage cheese, but just with that salt and vinegar, like, no. All right, okay. That is not in the slightest. The caramel one, it's slightly better. It's just not quite there. I don't know what it is. I really like this cottage cheese, but just with these rice cakes, like, that is not it. Well, that's 1 star. Number 7, we just have some kimchi. Now I have 2 types of kimchi, just regular and a spiced kimchi. Never got to have this on prep, and I have been having it recently, and I am a massive fan. It's such a good thing to chuck on some of your meals just to add a whole bunch of volume. And we're keeping it authentic with the chopsticks. Very good. It is quite an intense flavor is the thing. Like, having a lot of this is quite difficult. I'm gonna rate this the exact same as the tuna, meaning that it's in tied for 3rd place. Number 8, medjool dates. These are literally my favorite things in the world, and I had to completely cut them out over prep, and I've been tucking into these like crazy ever since. So good as a pre-workout or even a post-workout meal. It's just like a little carbohydrate fudge bomb. Oh my days, they are so freaking good, bro. Right, 1 more and then I'll give the rating. Oh my gosh. Bro, I'm giving these 5 stars. Medjool dates, like as a carbohydrate source, there is nothing better. These are going straight into 1st place. Number 9, beans on toast. This is one of my favorite meals of all time. And you can actually make it pretty macro friendly. Usually I'd add some cheese, but for the purpose of this video, we've just got some beans and some toast. Now I already know this is gonna get a high rating, but let's just get into this because I actually haven't had this in such a long time. Oh. Heinz beans are undefeated, bro. That is so good. I don't think that I can put it in the number 1 spot. It's not a complete 5 stars because it does need the cheese. That would make it 5 stars, I think. But just as that is 4.75 stars, meaning that is going into position number 2. Number 10, we have some homemade sushi. Now, this is much more of a reasonable craving. I think a lot of people on prep will crave stuff like this, but I did try my best to make a homemade version rather than just buying some. So we have the rest of that can of tuna with some carrots and a little bit of sushi rice. So depending really on how good of a job I've done making this, we'll see how the podium changes. Okay, here we go. The crunch from the carrot is doing a lot. Damn, okay, right, I need to think about this actually.
After trying 10 of the strangest food cravings, will medjool dates be able to keep its crown?
4 stars. I can't do it. It's not quite as good as the sandwich and definitely not quite as good as the beans on toast or the medjool date. So it's not actually going to make it onto the podium.
So with that final rating, we have our final stands of in 3rd place, the spicy peanut butter and jam sandwich. 2nd place, the beans on toast, which leaves us with one last thing that we need to do.
And with that, we have our winner of the weirdest prep cravings being the medjool dates. Now, I think I'm literally just gonna polish this off right now. Oh, but I'll be honest, all of these behind me are going to get devoured instantly after this. Even those prawns, that might take a little bit of work, but we're going to get it down. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Remember, be brave, be true, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.